get excited either. They have to take insane risks to get the same dopamine kick that you or I get on a garden swing.
So even when they're climbing a mountain without a harness or going on some incredibly fast car, they simply don't get that signal as strongly.
Damon Hill is probably Britain's best-known thrill seeker. Son of former Grand Prix champion Graham, he started out racing motorbikes before winning the Formula One World Championship and £20 million into the bargain. So why should we pity him then? Well, it's just that he can't really cope when the going gets ordinary.
That's great.
So we have to walk down there now, do we?
Now we have to walk. This is just not made for me, golf. I could only like it if I staked all my career earnings on a round of golf. You know, I like there to be pressure.
I've had an accident already.
It's more exciting already. Do it again. I'll tell you, let's go up to the top of the hill and leave buckets and then come down as fast as we can.
Stupid.
Damon is a classic high-level thrill seeker. He has to create dramas all the time to make himself feel alive.
I mean, I like there to be a really crucial crisis. If there's all day to get ready for catching a plane, I never ever pack a bag until it's gone midnight, and so I go to bed in a panic, you know, and then I've got loads of adrenaline to go to sleep with.
So is that why you never went out and did your qualifying run in Formula One until there was 10 seconds to go?
There had to be this all or nothing thing. I had to get it right. I've got one, this is my last run, that qualifying ends in 30 seconds. You cannot mess it up. That's exciting. Try run up. Oh. It's all right, it's only Wentworth.
If I told you a joke or an anecdote, a story that lasted more than, I don't know, 20 seconds or so, you'd be gone, you wouldn't be able to concentrate. I know all you racing drivers are the same.
Yeah, absolutely. You're starting to understand.
Right, oh!
Of course, today, Damon has stopped motor racing, but is he happy about it? No, not really.
It's a worry, because if I'm genetically a racing driver, if my mindset is to deal with high intensity moments, and that's when I'm best, and that's when I feel like I'm alive, then I have to find that. I have to put that somewhere in my life.
So the idea of retiring to a golf course then fills you with horror and dread?
Yes, definitely. I'd feel like I was dying a sort of slow death.
Thrill seekers, of course, are much more used to a quick death. And this is a problem for the rest of us. They're always having to be rescued at great expense from the middle of nowhere. They're a menace. And that's odd. Nature is not in the habit of foisting pointless creatures on society, so what then is the point of someone like this? To find out, we've come to Northern California to witness one of the most dangerous sports on Earth.
We're ready to burn up some parts and make this thing fly.
Drag boat racing. These boats have 5,000 horsepower engines. 5 seconds after the start, in a crescendo of noise and fury, they're doing 220 miles an hour. In an average year, 1 driver in 10 is killed.
Are you one of the safety people?
No, I don't help the rescue. I just pick up the
debris.
debris.
And this is what's left of the boat that crashed?
Correct.
He's not going to be able to nail that back together again, is he?
Shannon here has come to defend his world championship. This will not be cheap. The engines burn 8 gallons of fuel every 400 yards, and after every run, which is only 5 seconds, remember, they have to be rebuilt.
Every single run, that motor will come out and be completely ripped down.
That's cost a fortune.
It's not cheap. This boat costs $2,500 per 5-second pass.
Then, of course, there's the possibility of an even bigger cost: his life.
You must be aware that it's an incredibly dangerous sport.
Yeah, it's absolutely, totally incredibly dangerous. I've lost several good friends, but this is such a fix, this boat. A very good friend of mine was killed, setting the world record. 2 people were killed against us last year. There's a lot of people who died.
Don't hit those big walls they put out there.
Do you think he feels frightened?
No, I don't.
I don't think he's frightened at all. No. I don't think you could race like this if you're frightened.
So, here we go. He's off on his noisy, pointless, antisocial, dangerous, polluting, do-or-die championship run. Which he wins. And that's great. He puts some excitement in his life. He gets his dopamine kick. But what possible good does this do the rest of us?
I suppose some people think that extreme thrill seekers are nothing more than juveniles. To have society work, we need all types of people. We need some people who are the leaders and the spearheads. We need some people who are followers, because I suspect that if there weren't extreme thrill seekers, that human beings never would have left Africa. I wouldn't live in the United States. It takes extreme thrill seekers to do some of the new things that nobody else will do.
At the dawn of human evolution, someone just like this would have been first out of the cave to see what was in the next valley. A genetic twin of Damon Hill would have been first to sail across the Atlantic and discover America. People just like this charted the world, climbed the highest mountains, pioneered space. Thrill seekers are programmed by nature to be the arrowhead of human progress. They take the risks on our behalf, and they drag the whole of humankind along in their wake. These people are heroes.
The trouble is, of course, that today the risk takers are running out of risks to take. They stand on the top of Everest and they weep because there are no more worlds to conquer. So they come here and they race drag boats instead.
Put simply, the human race would not be where it is today without people like this. But then it wouldn't be here at all without people like my mother, people who get frightened easily. Some of us are programmed to discover fire, and some of us are programmed to keep the home fires burning.
I think that my lasting memory of it will be, will I live to the end of the ride? And will I kill Jeremy when I get off?
Next week, I find out how you turn a thrill seeker into a winner. I'll be playing tennis against Greg Rosetsky, the fastest server in the world. I'll be crashing Colin McRae's World Championship rally car. I'll be put through the most extreme maneuver you can do in a plane. And I'll be giving Michael Schumacher a good slap.
1-0.